step up to the fight, playing with powers they don't understand. Will they fuck it all up or will they save the land? Treachery, vanity, loitering and worse. They are their own worst enemies. These fuckers don't need no cause. Authors and dragons. Authors and dragons. Their powers combined, a group of fantasy authors take on a sadistic games master. Will they survive? I hope not. I hate these guys. Authors and dragons! Authors and dragons!
Hey everybody, I'm John Hartness, and I'll be playing the role of Fendingo the Feathered and Singed. Fucking demons. In real life, I write multiple series like Quincy Harker Demon Hunter, Bubba the Monster Hunter, The Black Knight Chronicles, and I am the author of Deader Than Hell, the Dookie Brickhouse story, the brand new, newest, bestest, todayest Shingles novella that launched today. No fooling. So please get out there and pick up your neo-feminist novella, horror comedy parody novella. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Joseph Barassi. I play Bjorg Bjornsson, enthusiastic Pigbarian. I was an author on the Mongoliad books. My novels Skyfarer and Dragon Road can be found from Angry Robot Books, and I am the author of such non-existent titles as Bourgeoisie Beef Eater, the story of one aristocrat's quest to fuck a cow.
Greetings, sinner. I am Silas Kane, and I'll be playing the role of Rick Gualtieri. Oh god, I've been playing this game way too long. Anyway, in real life, I write several series, including Toma Bill, Bill of the Dead, Hybrid of High Moon, and a whole bunch of stuff. Stay tuned, because I do have stuff coming out pretty soon.
Hello, friends. My name is Robert Bevan. I play the role of Klaus Richter, the notorious rogue. In real life, I write the Caverns and Creatures series of comedy, fantasy novels, and short stories, including Critical Failures 9, which did not release today. Sorry, everyone. I love some of you.
Hi there, I'm Steve Weverill, and I play Brandon Fymaster, sexually attractive monk, sexually attractive puma. In real life, I write such books as the Doomsayer Journeys with Falstaff Books and the Brandon Fymaster Origin Stories, the latest of which is Brandon Fymaster and Some Other Guys, the audio version of which might be released by the time you listen to this. Go check on the internet to be sure.
Hey everybody, I am Drew Hayes, the shadow within this shit sunset that we call a game, and I am the author of books such as Superpowered, NPCs, Fred the Vampire Accountant, 5 Minute Sherlock, and Villain's Code, the latest of which, Bones of the Past, is available now, right this minute. You can go get it and listen to it for an Audible credit. It is done by Amy Landon, who did Forging Hephaestus, and I'm a few hours in, and she is kicking all kinds of ass. So, absolutely great one to pick up. And, if you want to grab a print copy and bring it by Nashville, August 6th and 8th, I might just be hanging out at Authors and Dragons Con, a place where we're throwing a convention and having programming and doing fun stuff, and you could get tickets now, yes, right now, on authorsanddragons.com/ADCon2021, or just go to authorsanddragons.com and click on the big link that says A&DCon.
And while you're there, click the button to book your hotel room, like I did yesterday.
Yes.
Like I still need to do.
Yes, we do have we have links for tickets, and we have links for rooms, which have a special rate, so be sure to click that and use that and all of the things.
Do it. And speaking of doing things, while you're on the internet doing stuff, check out Indiegogo for the latest crowdfunder for Chronicles of Calamity, the Authors and Dragons comic book series. Issue 1 was such a great success, we went ahead and decided to do issue 2. So the crowdfunder is up. As of speaking right now, it probably would have changed by the time you listen to this. It's halfway funded. It has a shitload of great perks for original artwork from John Luther Davis, with the opportunity to be drawn into the comic book, should you so desire. Or if you just want a digital copy, you can get it for about $5. And all of those cool perks are available as of me talking, but they might not be. So if you missed out on some of the cooler perks, I don't know what to tell you. Pay close attention to our Facebook, our YouTube, join our Patreon. We do all kinds of cool shit that maybe you don't know about. You know, that's on you.
It should be mentioned that the Patreon folks got a little bit of a heads up on this one before we went public, and that's especially relevant because, you know, Steve mentioned those cool art tiers. Again, we don't know what's left. You're living in the future, you fucking mage. But, you know, we, back here in the past, we only know there's a few of them, and, man, last time they went fast. Like,
3 of the perks are already sold out, and we are 1 day into the campaign. And they were sweet perks.
But there might still be some available, so, you know, maybe pause the episode, go check that out. Yeah, contribute while you're there. Why not? Why not?
Can you imagine the horror of listening to us and then turning it off and realize, oh, I should have paused them because the perk I wanted is gone.
Yeah, and maybe if you join the Patreon, you won't feel like such a loser when issue 3 comes out.
I'd say Bob's being mean there, but really he's just being 100% accurate. So yeah, go check that out. I tell you what, even if you don't fancy backing it, go check it out anyway, because you can find some previews of the JLD artwork, and they're fun to look at.
Oh, those are worth it.
If you want to see a miniature Bjorg with gigantic tits, then that's the place for you to go.
If you want to see me with gigantic tits, Authors and Dragons Con.
I thought he was going to say OnlyFans.
And
I was going to say, is that tonight's drawing?
and who doesn't want to see those things? Wait, I don't want to. Oh my God. I'm looking at the preview image for the crowdfunding, and I'm not sure if that's going to, like, triple our revenue or completely destroy it. Jesus.
Well, we'll find out.
Bjorg, you could put somebody's eye out with those things.
All great art is divisive, John.
I've wanked to it twice.
Hey, real quick before we go into game, Bob, did you really not release a book today? I totally thought you did.
No, that was an April Fool's joke.
I just saw it.
I caught some serious hell for that.
Yeah, I came close to sharing it, and then I was like, let me click on this just to
share
the
it.
Amazon link.
Absolutely share it.
Yeah, anger as many people as possible, right? Because it's all part of Bob's excellent customer interaction strategy.
I just scanned through and I was like, oh, neat, Bob has a new book out. I'll have to check that at some point.
April Fool, bitch.
What could people have gotten if they had pledged early enough to join Klaus's inner circle?
Chlamydia.
Wow.
Nah, that's not a limited perk.
That's the gift that keeps on giving.
Limited how long you can live with it.
It's designed to be shared.
Alright, so when last we left our intrepid adventurers, they had successfully escaped a hole in the ground.
Well done, fellas.
Hell yeah.
It required all of their skills and help from an outsider, but they did it.
You know,
That
you
is true.
sound so you make it sound so inconsequential, but there were tree limbs in the way, man.
There were tree limbs, and they were very much in your way.
I did it as lazily as possible.
And now that hole just has a shit-filled skull in it.
Something for future adventurers to meander across.
Make a perception check, motherfuckers.
Oh, God, I almost wish we could see that happen.
That's going to be a DC 5, as bad as that shit smelled.
Lord help the Janes if they come to this island.
I was just thinking that's a way we could see this happen.
Well, that is up to the directions that the Janes take, but as for you all, you had been left with a decision to make as a party. Were you going to take a long rest, utilizing one of your limited number of nights, or were you going to try and power through with the hit points and spells you have?
Power through, I say.
Yeah, I think we should power through.
Yeah, my points are looking all
Me
right.
too. If we're gonna get Brandon's body.
Okay.
All right.
If we get attacked again, just point them towards Fendingo.
Yeah.
The only one of you who can fly away.
And the one who can almost not heal anyone anymore at all.
But on the plus side, it also means he can't set fire to us anymore.
How many more long rests do we have? before we run out of time.
That is something I really hope y'all have been keeping up with.
That is something he knows
Which,
full
of course, we
fucking
haven't.
well we have not been keeping up with.
I have no idea.
God, no. You see, this is the shit where if it were a book, I would ask my face. Well, if we were a book and I weren't banned from Facebook, hopefully I'll be unbanned by the time you guys hear this. I would ask my Facebook group because they pay more attention than we do, and we know our fans pay more attention than we do.
Well, I have a game-based way of putting that. If I wasn't currently banned by my god, I could pray and ask.
Yeah.
You don't have to know how many you have left to take one. You just have to know how many you have left to know if it's wise to take one.
Yeah. So north it is, huh?
Yep.
North.
North indeed. All right. I'm going to need survivals.
If Silas doesn't have any objections, I'm going to stay on his back.
I can think of nothing but objections.
Not in your butthole.
Wow.
Not yet.
Hey, that's all you.
Silas rolls a 15.
Fendinga rolls a 15 for survival.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 13 for survival.
Klaus Richter rolls a 19 for survival. Wow.
Bjorg rolls a 10 for survival.
The axe all over again.
Man, y'all pick the weirdest times to be competent.
Yeah.
Nothing bombing.
Our randomly being off-brand is pretty much on-brand for us.
A little bit. All right. Well, with those rolls, y'all have really no trouble navigating through the desert.
Shit's easy.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me perceptions, and let's see what you come upon. I could have picked a better phrase there.
Silas is back.
Too late. Too late.
Drew, you must have had some inkling of how that was going to turn out.
I mean, as soon as it left my mouth, I knew. But
Bjorg percepts an 18.
As soon as it hit my lips, I knew.
as
Silas
soon as
gets
it
a 12.
slammed down the back of my throat, I knew.
Fending,
Oh, God damn it. Now I've rolled a natural 1.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Klaus rolls a 7.
Fendinga rolls a 19.
Oh man. Fandango, you rolled survival again.
Oops.
He doesn't want to get hit with the backsplash.
Fendinga rolls 12.
All right. So let's see. Everybody except Brandon Thighmaster, who is once again being a cat and cleaning the back door.
Whoa.
It's a part-time job at this stage.
There's sand everywhere, so yeah. It's
I mean, hey, when you're done with your own.
Pretend I didn't hear that.
it's like I feel like that would just be licking the back of a parrot, just an entire. And then now you're in like a Tweety Bird and
Exactly.
Sylvester situation.
Very much
You
so.
kink shaming me, Drew?
It would just be putting a parrot in my mouth.
Just a cat slowly licking a bird, remembering the natural order.
Yeah, that's some dangerous kinky right there. Come on, Sylvester.
Everybody except Brandon sees the ruins of what looks like perhaps an old staging ground or coliseum. Very similar to what Squawkins IV described, for anyone who remembers him. So you can just sort of see that exists. Fendingo, you can also see that there are remains of what looks like maybe some building areas. Bjorg and... No, just... Oh, sorry, Silas, you also get that there's like debris columns, etc. And Bjorg, you're the only one who broke 15. You can notice like the actual outlines of the structures. There's just chunks of stone all over, sort of fallen through, but you get a good sense of the layout.
Okay.
And with that, I will actually let y'all see the layout.
Let's go see what the fuck Mr. Hisster has for us now.
I think you mean the amazing Mr. Hisster.
No. He really didn't.
All right, you have arrived.
Huh. Is there anybody in this destroyed stadium?
Not so far that you can see with your perceptions.
Well, let's get closer.
Yeah, I mean, I'll fly up to like 20 feet and then move forward.
All right, move that parrot token.
We'll get to just the downstage side of this pile of rubble, and See what we see.
All right. The death beam triggers. No, I'm kidding.
Note the lack of surprise to noises.
All right, Silas, we'll ride up a bit.
Which thus means that Klaus will too, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, all right. I didn't really think you were going to let me do that. Okay.
And he never bucked you off, so
Yeah.
technically speaking, yeah.
So what about a targeted, like, buck, like, if I just reared up to try to fling him towards this purple spooge pile?
It's fastball special, that shit.
I mean, you can always roll for it.
Yeah, Brandon will take some move actions. And we'll take a slightly alternative route.
Because cat.
Yeah.
Because cat.
Asking you guys to let me back in a minute, and then immediately let me back out again.
I'm assuming Silas's movement counts as my own. Before he moves anywhere else, I would like to hop off and have my own movement.
I really thought you were going to scamper for the butthole. Yeah, go. Well, actually, I'm going to just go ahead and as you're hopping off, I'll let you know that, so Brandon has crossed over. So as the last of you crosses this initial threshold, there begins to be like a sort of a drumming music that broadcasts through the air. Can't really tell where it's coming from, but then you start seeing like flashing lights coming from the stone up in front of you. Kind of a ba-dum-da-dum-dum, ba-dum-da-dum-dum-da-dum-da-dum-da-dum-dum. Congratulations!
Oh, shit.
God damn it.
Maybe we can finally kill him this time.
I didn't even know birds could sigh until we got to this fucking island.
Yeah, a big flash of like energy aura thing appears. You've kind of seen this before. Little protected field as Mr. Hisster screams congratulations and appears. He kind of looks out. Wow, you've all done fantastic with your trial.
Thanks.
That was the trial.
So we're done.
Well, no, you're not quite
God.
done. You have to get the last buddy.
Do I...
All
Have
right.
you been enjoying your animal bodies? Have you had fun and seen the light?
No.
I've enjoyed mine several times.
I've had a semen-filled weasel on my back.
I think you
Not
have
filled.
I think it's coated. I think it's a semen-coated weasel on your back.
It's like a living
It's
Twinkie.
both.
Ugh. Oh, that's...
It is both a glazed donut and a Twinkie.
Oh.
The opposite of filled. It's emptied
For now.
continuously.
It's an Ouroboros of yuck.
Very squeezed toothpaste tube.
Please, God, snakes, say something.
Just picturing Mr. Hisster watching you all talking to you, horrified.
Anyway, that's been our experience thus far, Mr. Hisster. Please do roll on with your exciting game.
Unless you would like to crawl up Silas's butthole, apparently that seems to be the thing to do. Klaus,
Oh, Mr. I asked the cat to lick my ass?
like you haven't asked the... Well, you can lick your own ass, so
Yeah, all right.
we can't all suck our own
true.
dick. We don't all still
I
have
have
dicks.
not asked anyone to do anything weird to me. Of this, I am proud.
Klaus don't need no man. He's an independent weasel.
Klaus Richter, the self-rescuing princess.
All right, Mr. Hister's going to finally chime in. Praise God. For your final test, things are always a little bit the same. We like to let people see where they've come from, experience the growth, and compare their new bodies to where they started.
So are we still talking about dicks here?
Oh, I thought we were still on buttholes. But whatever.
We're going to have a game of mock combat.
Mock combat, I hope that's what you meant.
I thought you said
Yes, that's
muck
what
combat.
I said. Mock combat.
I'm a fucking bard. The only kind of combat I do is mockery.
What are we doing?
Laser tag.
You'll be facing off against some opponents who are specially made. They won't hurt you, but they can knock you unconscious. If you can defeat them, you win the final body. If you can defeat them without using any of your human forms, you win a special prize.
Ooh, I do like prizes.
And if you lose, you can feel free to try again tomorrow after you sleep it off.
Hey, Mr.
This is
Hisster,
perfect.
do you happen to know how long we've been on this island?
Of course not. I can't tell time. I'm a snake.
I hate you so much right now.
That's
Nice try.
that's quite reasonable. Wait a minute. What time? Mr. Hifter, just if you could just stand up straight on your tail end. Might be able to get some kind of sundial thing going on here.
I probably should remind you. I think it's getting into evening at this point. Moondial.
Fuck it, let's fight.
What must I do to get my comrade's body back? I'll fight who I have to fight.
Dibs on killing Klaus.
Did you mean
Well then,
comrade?
let's get it started! And I need initiatives from everyone.
Let's get it started.
God damn it.
Silas rolls a 16.
Fendingo rolls a 17.
Your rolls a
Click
12.
my toe. Brandon Firemaster rolls a 7.
Klaus rolls a 9.
Give me just one moment. I am rolling up initiatives for the opponents.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's a lot of opponents.
I don't like this.
Okie dokie.
I can't be the only one who, as soon as they saw Scarecrow in the dialogue box, thought, fucking hell, we're fighting the Wizard of Oz.
I will make armor from the Tin Man's corpse.
That escalated quickly.
Brandon, what is your AC?
18.
All right. You are hit for 15. You can go ahead and track it with hit points. If you hit 0, you will not die. You are being hit by a specialized little energy. It makes you feel weary, but not wounded. So, if you get knocked out, you get knocked out, but it's not like they're trying to kill you or anything.
Do we start from our full hit points or from where we are?
You start from where you are.
That
Oh,
sucks.
goody, because Bjorg has only 27 left.
Are we supposed to see
There's the reason I asked at
enemies
the
on the
top if
screen?
y'all wanted to rest. I need perceptions
Okay.
from Brandon and Gordon.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 14.
And Gordon gets a 16. So, neither of you see where that shot came from. All right. Next up, Silas, what's your AC?
17.
All right. Now this time you will get to see it. So, what appears to be a scarecrow that reminds you all of the one you fought when you first arrived in your animal forms, only kind of reinforced and not constantly yelling support at you.
Aw.
It sticks out from behind a wall that it was hiding on, pops out an arm and fires another like little faux energy blast, striking near Stallion of the Gods, but failing to connect. And then it will move back behind its wall. And now it is Fandingo's turn.
Huh. Okay. How tall are these broken columns?
The columns are lying on the ground. We're going to say they come up to about 4 to 5 feet. We'll say 5 feet just to keep it easy on the, calculation side. So they're fallen, but they are, thick old columns, so they're about 5 feet around at the high points. Obviously, the ones that are sticking up, we'll say there's about 10 feet of upward chunk on those.
All right.
And then the little rubble walls are each also going to be 5 feet. But the high walls are going to be 10s.
Then Fendingo shall fly over to the top of the wall that the Scarecrow was hiding behind, perch on the top of the wall, and shoot a firebolt at him.
Very reasonable.
How about a little firebolt, Scarecrow?
Fling a firebolt for 23.
You are much better at this than it was. So yeah, you hit.
For 7 fire damage.
Alrighty, you have burned it, you monster. Stallion of the Gods.
All right, I'll go there, which should give me sight of them.
Yes, that moving over to the western side of the map will give you column to the bard bot to your north, or give
All
you
right.
sight on the bard bot to your north.
I will fire 2 using sharpshooter, and if one hits, I will use a 3rd level divine smite against him.
Okay, go ahead and fire.
Oh, but that's great. One is an 11, the other's a 15.
The 15 will hit.
All right. So that's 22 normal damage, and then an additional 14 from the smite.
Nice. So that's a total of
36.
Man, if these things were normal scarecrows, that would be good. I mean, it's still good. You still do a good chunk of damage, but you would have that would wipe a normal scarecrow in one blow.
If you guys didn't suck, that would have been good.
You just described the crux of the podcast.
All right, and let's see. Okay, so after Stallion is boom. We'll just go evens odds here. Evens is Klaus and odds is Bjorg.
All right.
Odds is Bjorg. All right. Bjorg, you're the scarecrow that runs at you. Lifts like a heavy, kind of crappy little makeshift sword with, again, that little weird little crackle of energy along the edge.
Oh no.
And it swings at you. And it does so, one might even say, relentlessly.
Oh, goddamn.
No.
What's your AC, Bjorg?
That's 15 in boar form.
Okay. Then you take 11 damage.
Right. Down to 16 hit points.
Yep. But it is your turn to return the volley.
I'm going to rage and reckless attack.
An excellent idea.
All right. And that is a 28 and an 18.
Those will both hit.
All right. 12 and 10. So 22 total.
Nice.
Gonna gore the thing.
You jam your tusks into it, and you definitely do some damage, but you also feel like, boy, this is not as much damage as a tusk stab should do.
Oh, damn it.
Klaus.
Alright, Klaus doesn't get this kind of opportunity very often. He knows he's not going to die. And he has an enemy that is made of, like, straw and shit.
Straw and metal, pretty much, for this one, yeah.
Whatever. Klaus would like to just... Well, I guess I can sneak attack because he's within 5 feet of an enemy that he's engaged in. Klaus would like to just, like, enter him if he can find a means in.
Bad touch, bad touch.
Oh.
I mean, it is metal plated and whatnot, so it has armor protecting it. Let's see. I guess the only thing that might work.
There's some gore, like some tusk holes.
It's more like tusk dents.
All right.
But I mean, there are straw bits. I'm just trying to think of what you would have to do. I guess we will say athletics for burrowing.
That's all right. That's what I want to do. As long as I'm going to be useless, I've got to go in style. Athletics. Klaus rolls a 9.
Yeah, that is not going to do it. You do a dive like you're Scrooge McDuck, and you ping off a metal plate.
All right. Well, it's always next time.
Indeed.
This will be fun.
Okay, and
If this works, it's going to be awesome.
That means it will never be awesome.
all right.
I rode a fucking hippo.
Oh my god.
All right, let's see. All right, Stallion of the Gods, what is your AC?
17.
Very nice. All right. First, the regulars, 22 and 11, and then the flurry, 7 and 20. All right, so he'll hit you twice for a total of 16, and then dash over to here. And you do not get an attack of opportunity. All right, Brandon Thighmaster.
Where did that guy dash off to? I didn't even see that. Oh well.
Yeah, you really didn't. You kind of have like 2 walls in your way.
Well, I heard the commotion with the boar there, so I'm going to head over to Bjorg's target and see if I can help out.
Appreciate that.
And by help out, I do, of course, mean the classic flurry of blows. So I'm going to burn a key point down to my dangerously low amount of key points. And I'm going to attack for bite, claw, bite.
Nice.
It's a natural 1 on the first bite, followed by a 26, 16, 16.
Actually, everything except the natural 1 hit. Throw me a d20 just to see how that natural 1 resolves.
It's my second natural 1 in the game. 1.
Ooh,
Third.
Make that third.
I'm gonna need another d20, bud.
2.
For anyone who doesn't know, I have a home rule that I've played with basically all my life in D&D. 3 natural 20s, you kill it. You kill whatever you're fighting. It doesn't matter if it's a boss, a dragon. 3 natural, unless it's literally immortal like a god, 3 natural 20s means you kill it. Like, just sometimes the arrow hits the dragon in the eye. Conversely, 3 natural 1s in a row means you die. Your character does something so bad he kills himself.
So I'm like basically 1 point away from that.
Yes, you rolled a 1-1-2.
Does that mean if he rolls any more natural 1s in this fight, he dies, or is it?
No. It's just when you roll a natural 20 sometimes. It actually used to be a thing for confirming. Honestly, you guys kill so often when you crit, it doesn't come up much. But there is a thing where if you get triple natural 20s in a lot of home rule, then that's an auto kill, and same with triple natural 1s for the self. So he's good. I mean, no, he's going to take damage. You roll damage for that attack that you natural 1'd on and give it to yourself.
Fair enough. I mean, I guess biting something made of
You
metal.
bit so hard. Yeah.
Oof, took 10 there.
But you get the rest of your attacks off fine.
Which is 4, 8, 3. So 15 in total. I did slightly more damage to it than I did to myself.
Alright. You knock a chunk of life off, and it...
And a chunk of tooth off.
Indeed.
Hopefully you swallowed a chunk of breastplate.
After Brandon Thighmaster, we get to... Haha! A 5th Scarecrow. One who is going to fire a kind of a makeshift little bow thingy arm off one of its arms directly at... well, I guess we'll have to go Brandon Thighmaster or... There. Now everybody's in range. Alright. We'll say Bjorg or Brandon. So evens, odds. Evens, Brandon. Odds, Bjorg. Evens, Brandon.
Okay.
Okay, so 18, Brandon.
18 does hit.
Hold on.
All right.
I want to try something. Because I finally remembered that bards can do this. So I've got I can see him from where I am. Because I'm on top of a wall 10 feet in the air, right?
You do... Okay, Brandon, yes. Bjorg or Klaus, you would have this column in the way, but I think for Brandon,
the
you should
scarecrow
be okay.
that just shot at Brandon.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you've got those, but those aren't standing, and that one's there. Yeah, I think you
Okay, I want to use a bardic inspiration to use my reaction for cutting words.
Mm-hmm.
And just scream out, "You fucking suck, Scarecrow!" And what that'll do is it allows me to roll a bardic inspiration die and subtract that from his attack roll.
Damn, that is a good move.
Nice.
Do you have to do that before the roll resolves,
I have to do it before you say whether it hits or not. So, you said it was an 18, and I'm like, wait, now...
Ah, gotcha. Let me see here. Let me make sure
you did
that's
say it
one.
after Brandon said that
I was
hits.
trying.
Yeah.
I was trying to get it in.
Hang on, let me double check this. What's the name of the ability?
It's cutting words, and it's a College of Lore bard ability.
You might have just gotten Brandon killed. I mean, not killed, but killed. Alright, College of Lore, cutting words. Well, luckily, we don't actually have to figure this one out, because it doesn't work on creatures that are immune to charm.
Fair enough. Fuck.
But good to know. In general, we'll try to make space for that so you can get it in before we do the declarations.
If we ever again fight anything that's not resistant to charm. I mean, everything's resistant to our charms.
Not everything.
Apparently the fucking scarecrow is, Mr. I want to burrow up its butthole, but instead I ram my head into its dick plate.
Y'all been fighting living shit like all on the island. We're starting and ending with scarecrows. But yeah, so an 18 hits Steve. Well, so it's a good news, bad news situation. The good news is it hits for 2 regular damage. The bad news is it tacks on 12 radiant pseudo damage.
Praised.
Fuck.
That's 14 total.
And that is actually not the worst of it. I mean, that is the worst of it. That's definitely the worst of it. I should not have.
April Fools, remember when I said you weren't really going to die?
Yeah.
If you hadn't rolled a 1-1-2, you wouldn't have.
Yeah. Okay, so it fires, and then the bot kind of makes a weird sound. I don't know, might be like a robot version of a word or something. And some of the bangs and dents on the bot that Bjorg is fighting close up.
Oh, I hate this.
And you're definitely not going to like this.
Oh, dear.
I don't know if it gets advantage. Well, I guess you guys are still unaware, so yeah. Oh, sorry, Bjorg.
That's all right. If he hits, I'm probably going down. We'll see.
Well, I don't think a 12 is going to hit you.
Nope.
All right. So, pew, something whizzes by. Roll me a perception, Bjorg.
All right. Bjorg rolls an 18.
Oh, okay. Bjorg, you can notice that there's a little bot hidden over here, kind of hiding amidst like the rubble of this wall, and it has been firing covertly.
Found the Klaus one.
The awesome one?
No, this one's useful.
But only Bjork has seen that one. So we are back to the Bard bot, who is going to run over to here, heals itself. It makes the same sound as the other bot did, only it heals itself up. And then it's going to fire back at Fendingo with a 9. Bold 9.
Must be a bard. Because as far as combat goes, that sucked. And I don't even need to use cutting words to tell you how bad that sucked.
All right, Fendingo, you are up.
All right. First, I'm going to fling a firebolt at this motherfucker.
Fling it.
Nat 20
Nice.
Dope.
Nice.
for 23.
That is some solid damage. Y'all have put a hurting on this thing. You picked a good time to heal.
I'm not going to move, but I'm going to yell over to... I'm going to use a bonus action to use Bardic Inspiration and yell over to Bjorg. You got this. Chop that stick figure motherfucker in half. So now, once in the next 10 minutes, Bjorg can add a D8 to an attack or an ability check or whatever you want.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'm gonna wait. I can move.
Yeah, you can move. You've done a bonus and a standard.
I'm just gonna drop down behind the wall to the ground so the little motherfucker doesn't shoot at me again.
All right.
Yeah, that's me.
Stallion of the Gods.
At the bard guy again. 2 more horse bolts at sharpshooter, and if one of them hits, a 3rd level smite. I Klaus those ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a D20 for that natural one. Silas got an 11 and a 10. The 10 being the natural one.
Yep.
But a 5 on the follow-up, so no sorts of danger.
All right, so that moved here.
All right. I guess we'll go 1, 2, 3. So 1 is Bjork, 2 is Klaus, 3 is Brandon. 3 is Brandon.
Oh, what a surprise.
The dice hating me? No.
This is entirely consistent.
All right. Brandon Thighmaster, you will be recklessly attacked twice. 18 and a 20.
Well, they both hit.
All right, that is 18 pseudo damage.
Super dead. I am out for the count.
All right. Brandon Thighmaster rolls over unconscious. He is not dying. He is not bleeding out. He is not in any way in danger. But reviving him will take healing magic the same as if he was. Bjorg.
All right, Bjorg's going right in with this. Do a double tusk, reckless. That is
Please tell me there's a useless
a
Gordon Scarecrow somewhere.
21 and a 15.
The 21 will hit.
All right, and that's actually. Can I add my D8 to the 15, or do I have to do it beforehand?
Bardic Inspiration. Let me check how that one works. That one you can see where say it works the same way. You can say it once it has been rolled, but not before I say if it succeeds or fails.
Okay, so I can.
Or not after.
Have you said that yet? I can't. No, you have. Already have.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll hold on to that. And the tusk. That is 14 damage.
Very, very nice. All right, and Gordon will slink away. Realizing that he's probably not supposed to be part of this, because there's not a robot for him. All right. Where is the quickness? But you won't be able to flurry. All right. Moving very quickly, like speedily, like a dash speedily. It races up behind Klaus.
Oh, shit.
Hits twice. 12 and a 16.
The 16 hits.
Okay. You take 8 damage.
Ouch.
And that is the most that one can do. But, Klaus, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. Looking for opportunity holes in the armor. And I'm going to try and jump in there.
All right. Athletics again.
Natural 20.
Fuck yes.
Fuck you, Scarecrow.
He is doing the fan theory of how Ant-Man kills Thanos.
All right, so Klaus, you have successfully managed to worm your way into like a joint, and so the front half of your body is buried into, we'll say, the side of its torso, with your back legs and tail out and kind of kicking freely in the air.
Okay. Should I
That's
roll an
disturbing.
attack or something? Or I don't really know what I'm doing. I just wanted to get in there and wreak havoc in straw.
We're gonna say that was your quote-unquote attack action
Okay.
to jump on in there. Yeah, I guess think about what you want to try to do now that you have poked your head a little bit into the straw.
Yeah, alright.
Brandon Thighmaster, you are unconscious. Sorry.
That's right. I am indeed.
Way to rub it in, Drew.
All right. Brandon unconscious and Klaus not being an easy target. That leaves Stallion of the Gods. Okay, this is the one I need. Sorry, what is your horse AC, sir?
17.
16. Not good enough. And it makes another noise, and some of the wounds on that one close up. All right, and Stallion of the Gods, we're just going to keep on with you because you are the easiest one in sight of the Bard bot. Ooh, okay, 25. That'll do it.
Yep.
And then probably another D10 for being a crit. Oh, nice. Okay, so 18.
I'm going to kill this fucking Bard bot.
Yeah, I kind of knew that one was going to die.
God, I hate to say this, but I agree with Silas.
Kill it.
All right. So since you are engaged in melee combat, it's going to leave his cover and lose his stealth, but he can still sneak attack you because, 5 feet, battle, etc. But he does not get any kind of advantage. So, one shot. 23. Bjorg, that is 19.
Bjorg is down.
Even halved?
19. Hold on. That's 8?
Yeah, that would be...
No, 9.
8. Wait, no,
Be
9. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. Hold on. I am down to 7 hit points.
All right. Fandango.
All right, first I'm going to hop back up on the wall, and then I'm going to fling a firebolt at the Bard bot.
A very reasonable move.
23
23 hits.
for 11.
11 damage. All right. You guys are pounding on this thing. It just kind of keeps healing itself enough to get by. But perhaps Stallion of the Gods will change that.
I want to use my bonus action to grant a bardic inspiration to Stallion of the Gods, saying, "You suck, but you can kill this fucking thing."
Okay.
All right, I will not tell you if it hits or not until after you have rolled and tell me if you want to use that.
All right, so same thing as last time, 2 sharpshooter horse bolts, and then a 3rd level divine smack.
Okay. Would you like to use Divine Inspiration on either of those?
I think for the 19, I think that's really close. So what is that, a D8 or something? Or
D8.
D what?
D8. And so for sharpshooter, you take 5 off, right?
5 off.
Okay, so that's a 14.
Makes it
and
a
so
15.
1 makes it a 15.
That's
Buddy,
it.
that hits.
Hell yeah.
That is exactly what his AC was.
All right. That's 33 points in total.
All right, yeah, you fire a bolt of searing arrow just clean through the heart of this thing, and it drops.
And Fandingo on the wall sees this and, in his best Moana imitation, says, "What can I say except you're welcome?"
I'm shooting at you next.
Barbara Bot and Bjorg's battle. I couldn't think of continues with a B. Damn it.
All right. Here we go.
Perseveres.
Actually, he's going to. He obviously doesn't give a shit about Klaus right now. He's going to continue to relentlessly attack you. This is barbarian fight.
Here we
All
go.
right, here goes 2 of them.
Oh,
16, 21.
both hit.
12 and 12,
Yeah.
so 12.
Bjorg is down.
All right, Bjorg has been knocked unconscious. So Bjorg is unconscious. Again, he is not in danger, but it will require healing to wake him, or he'll sleep for a full, long rest and awaken naturally. So Bjorg is down. This guy, Monkbot, is going to run up and attack you, Klaus, and your little exposed butt. But I am going to give him disadvantage, because that's a harder thing to do.
And because it's gross.
If he misses
Yeah.
Klaus, does he hit the other rope? Does he hit the other scarecrow?
That would depend on how much he missed by.
Okay.
But we're going to go disadvantage on this one, so he's also going to burn a key point for Flurry of Blows. So 15, 8, 10. Oh, that was a good one to have disadvantage on. And 10.
All right, my armor class is 15, so the 15.
The 15 hits you.
Okay.
So he hits you for 10, knocking you out of the other scarecrow.
Oh, all right. Great.
But your little hole that you made is still there, so it is going to lower your DC to re-enter. And Klaus, it is your turn.
All right, jumping back in that shit.
All right, athletics.
Athletics. All right, 12.
I'll tell you, it's a 15 to get back in. So Brandon is down.
Yeah, still dead.
All right. Looks like Fandingo is still up on the wall.
He is.
So you're going to get a shot aimed at you. Does an 18 hit?
That depends. Can I use cutting words on him?
No, they're all immune to
Oh,
charm.
right. Then yes.
Okay, then that will be a smite. So 22 pseudo damage.
Squawk! Ow! Fuck! Not down,
And
but hurt.
it makes a healing noise. And Bardbot will spend its move getting up. Fandingo.
The fuck? God damn it.
Yeah, did you guys... I showed you pretty clearly they had healing.
But if he's unconscious, how does he heal himself?
He didn't.
Oh, the other guy healed him.
Yep. So it will use its move to stand up, and then it will firebolt you. But an 8 is not going to do much. Bardbot living up to that name.
For real.
Okay. So, pay no attention to the red X's. I know you're all alive. This just helps me keep track of who's still conscious. And Klaus, where are you at?
Hanging out on the ground, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you'd be... Okay, yeah, you're right there. We'll just put you right there. All right. Well, the good news is you're not engaged in combat, so I don't think I can reasonably give him sneak attack. So it's just a shot. Does a 16 hit you? Yes, you had a 15. So
Yeah.
4 pseudo damage
Okay.
from Roguebot. All right, Fandango.
All right, I'm going to cast Shatter, centered on a spot between Bardbot and Paladinbot. That's a 10-foot sphere or 3d8 thunder damage. Spell save is 16, and creatures made of stone, crystal, or metal have disadvantage on saves.
Good choice. They will definitely take disadvantage on that. I'm sorry, you said it's a con save?
It's a spell. It's a, 16, and con save for half damage.
Give me 1 sec. Let me set this to disadvantage. Okay, do you want... I'll just do Bardbot first. 12. And then Paladinbot. No, 10 and 10. So I don't think either of those made the DC.
So each of them will take 14 points of thunder damage.
Alrighty, that will knock Bardbot right back on its barred butt.
All right. I may still have my full movement left, but I know exactly what's going to happen if I fly over here to try and heal somebody. I'm gonna fucking die before I get a chance. So I'm gonna fly over to the top of a more central column so that I can see everything and get to my friends before get to somebody and heal them in the same round. And then I'm going to scream out, Gordon, get your fuzzy ass over here and heal somebody.
Who's Gordon?
Fuck you.
Sounds like we have an audience. All right, Stallion of the Gods.
All right, I'm going to heal myself for 19. That's how much lay on hands I have.
All right.
And I will head up here. And unfortunately, that's an action to the heal, so not much I can do.
All right. Barbarabot is up, and Klaus, you're the only one in swinging distance, so it will relentlessly attack. Relentlessly. That would be an interesting one. 14 and a nat 20.
Yeah, nat 20 hits.
But it's only a d8 for damage, so all right, 8, so 10 damage.
All right, that brings me down to 1.
Hey, 1 is still conscious. All right, and then you will be taking a flurry of Scarecrow strikes. So 7, 19, 16, 15. But you had
right,
one,
well,
yeah.
If any of those do more than 1, then...
You are knocked safely unconscious.
Okay.
All right. Brandon's down.
Still down.
Stallion of the Gods looks around just to make sure, Klaus's spirit isn't going to try inhabiting him again.
This one will come up to here and continue shooting at Stallion. But an 11 does not do diddly.
Freaking Bardbot is back up.
Bardbot is back up.
Cocksucker.
Healers are a pain in the ass, man. That cuts both ways. Bardbot is going to shoot at you. Fandango. And 17.
Bird down. I mean, how much that hits?
11 damage.
Bird down.
All right, 11 pseudo damage, I should say.
Bird pseudo down.
All right, Fandango falls unconscious. Brings us to... Man, if Stallion of the Gods mounts a one-person comeback to all this.
If Stallion of the Gods mounts anything, it'll be the best night he's had in the campaign.
I'm enjoying the hell out of just posting which of us has dropped in the hopes that it's going to freak out the listeners.
No context.
No context.
Stallion of the Gods left to defend the entire party.
Shot for you. I believe a 17 will hit you, Stallion.
Yes, it will.
All right, 4 damage from Roguebot. And Fandango's down. Stallion, it is your turn.
I always knew it would come down to me. So I'm going to send 1 to Bardbot and 1 to Paladinbot. Both of these are coming in at sharpshooter. And one more, whoever hits first will get a divine smite at third. So I'm going to shoot at Bardbot first.
Okay.
And both, like I said, both at sharpshooter.
So a 10 and a 16.
Yep.
The 10 will miss, the 16 will hit.
All right. So against Paladin Bot, 34 damage.
All right. You filthy traitor to the cause, you have wounded Paladin Bot.
All right, and he's going to move.
All right.
Run up the clock as much as possible.
Barbarabot is going to do a dash, but don't believe it has anything that allows it to attack and dash in the same turn. So that is all that one can do. And that brings up Monkbot, who does have the ability to dash and attack.
This is how Silas always knew he would go down, pummeled by the rest of the party all at once.
18 and 20.
Yep.
All right, 16 damage from Monkbot.
Still up.
All right.
Barely.
And, all right, Paladin Bot.
Yes. Give me more. I deserve more.
13 won't hit you. Bard Bot.
Your faith
We
sucks.
wouldn't argue that you don't deserve it even if we were awake.
I guess Bard Bot will just do a dash to get in position. Rogue Bot. Man, this is just getting sad. All right. Get him to there, and he will take a shot at you. And he'll nat 20. 1d6. So 10.
I go down.
All right.
What up, Nap?
The party has successfully gone to sleep and is taking a compulsory long rest, during which time they will fully regain their spells, hit points, key points, what have you, and be able to try again at full health when they reawaken.
Compulsory.
But don't worry. Go ahead. I was going to transition us, but we can talk about that for a second. How was that fun for y'all? I didn't know if it would be interesting to fight yourselves or not.
Oh, it was fun, and it was actually kind of fun undergoing a TPK.
I mean, I actually thought it was pretty amusing. I thought for a second there we had a chance.
Y'all definitely can beat these things. I didn't make them actually your equals, but coming in with half hit points did not help you.
You think?
This is actually the first time I've been. Involved in a party that got wiped. That was fun. Kind of a gaming rite of passage for me. So yeah.
Same for me. Oh, dude,
Awesome.
your last chat entry should just be TPK.
Total party knockout.
And it's correct. Holy shit, I didn't even think about
Yeah.
that.
I'm doing it.
You got to.
God. Well, for those of you who haven't abandoned the podcast in fury over what Joe posted during the live blog we're discussing right now, we also take your questions aside and probably the fuck yous. We're doing this on April Fool's Day too. Son of a bitch. Yeah, we take your questions on Facebook, but the Discord people get to cut the line because that's how Patreon works. Rick, questions. Oh, no.
Well, our friend Erin Tiggy, in the spirit of
Our
fuck
former
yous,
friend.
she asked, "What is the best prank you've either ever pulled on someone or had pulled on you?"
It might be this. Is there any prank that's not shitty?
I
Ooh.
think that's probably.
Okay, I've got one. When I was in college, I was in a play that had a performance. Our first performance of the weekend happened on April Fool's. So I went to the drugstore and I bought the strips of plaster bandage and had my roommate wrap my arm to the elbow and showed up for performance and told my director that I had broken my arm and couldn't go on.
Oh man.
It went over about like you would expect, but the rest of the cast thought it was hilarious.
I was in a performance of The Importance of Being Earnest.
Who were you?
And I was Lane the Butler.
Really? Me too.
Yeah, it was fun as hell.
I love that part.
So this was not played directly on me, but it's the closest thing I've got. There's a scene towards the end when two of the characters are eating muffins. Normally for the show, they were these little, small, like tea-sized muffins, very small. The last night of the performance, the staff, the prop guys replaced them with giant Costco muffins. And these guys who were on stage had to eat them all.
Yeah, because that's
To get
the
through
whole
the
shtick
scene.
is they eat everything.
Yeah, and they were cramming. They were trying to get their lines in while just cramming these things into their faces. Crumbs are falling all over the stage, and they get to the. If I recall correctly, is this last part where one of them passive aggressively grabs the last muffin and says, "There's no more muffins," but there was an entire Costco muffin left. So my friend Andy just grabs the muffin, this giant Costco muffin, and mashes it against his face. Until it completely comes to pieces and just says around a mouthful, "With no more muffins!"
Nice.
Okay, that's a pretty good prank.
Yeah.
Well, keep it in the spirit of theater pranks. I was in a production of The Real Inspector Hound, and myself and one of the other actors, we had this exaggerated fake stage kiss that we did at one point.
Was he hot?
Well, anyway, the last night of the show, she tells me, she's like, "I'm gonna put a little extra lipstick on. I'm just gonna put like a big like kiss mark on your cheek. You know, it'll be funny." I'm like, all right, fine, no big deal. She must have smeared like an inch of lipstick on and pretty much just ran her lips across the entirety of my face. I had no idea what I looked like, but when I turned back to the audience, they all died. The person who had the next line that I was supposed to be waiting for, I turned, he was on the floor. Just pretty much leaving me hanging there like, okay, I guess. I had no idea what I looked like, but basically it looked like somebody spray painted me with lipstick.
Nice.
I don't know, I'm not much of a prankster. I don't know. I guess my biggest one was today I told people that CF9 was released and it wasn't. Haha, fuck you, everyone.
That was a good one. You made a lot of people angry.
Yeah, and the picture that it actually linked to was a lot of fun. I'm surprised nobody commented on that.
I mean, you know why I didn't comment on anything.
John does have the ultimate excuse there.
Right.
All right, we'll probably move on to the next one.
Our friend Dragon asks, what is your favorite Easter egg that you've put into a story?
God, there's so many.
I'll do a Bones of the Past one since, I'm plugging the shit out of that one because the audiobook just came out. It's a small little, I don't know if this is an Easter egg or not, but it's a small little character detail that makes me really happy that it's not explicitly stated but very hinted in the Bones of the Past that Lodestar's favorite movie is Point Break. And that's one of my favorite ones because Lodestar is self-aware enough that Point Break is her favorite movie, but not self-aware enough that she knows why Point Break is her favorite movie.
I love Point Break.
Oh yeah, it's fucking awesome.
I don't like Point Break enough to know the joke.
It's not really a joke. It's more just a thematic thing. She kind of is Johnny Utah. She is a authority figure who is like drawn to this symbol of freedom in Bodhi / Ivan.
Okay. Yeah, totally went past me. Because I saw Point Break once and when it was new. Because I'm old.
We should do that one for At the Movies. That's a fun-ass movie.
I'm down because...
Man, that was Gary Busey in his prime. Utah, give me 2!
I haven't seen it, but I've seen the pitch meeting.
So Skyfarer has an Elizabeth Moon reference in it that almost nobody has picked up, and that's that the main character's sword is named Oath of Orem, and Orem is the periodic table name of gold, which is basically the sword's name is Oath of Gold, and that's the third book in the Deed of Paxinarian story, which is about a young woman who becomes a paladin. So
that's a deep one.
Yeah, it's deep
That's
one.
deep
Almost
cut.
nobody's picked it up. I don't necessarily expect them to.
I do this. I do that all the time. Like I've had characters show up reading one of Rick's books. I've had characters wearing T-shirts featuring Jane Yellowrock from Faith Hunter's books. I do a lot with bands and like bands I know, like the Avett Brothers or David Childers and the Modern Don Juans. And so I'll have somebody wearing a band T-shirt from a band I know, or like I'm friends with one of the guys who created Spider-Gwen, so I've had a bunch of people wearing Mary Jane's T-shirts because that's the band that Gwen Stacy plays drums for in Spider-Gwen. I really like Easter eggs, and I put them in all kinds of stuff. I just wrote one into the next Bubble book today.
I think my favorite is in the first Bill book. This wasn't too long after Stephen King wrote himself into the Dark Tower series, and as much as I love his stuff, there was something cringe about that. And I was like, you know something, I'm never going to be that big, but just in case I am, I never want to do that. So there's a scene where some character dies early on in the book, and that character is actually me.
Nice.
So in that universe, I am officially dead.
I've off-screen killed off a couple of Authors and Dragons characters in some of my Caverns and Creatures shorts.
I'm sure we deserved it.
It's never been explicitly stated, but it's there.
Oh, yeah, one more. Elias LeBlanc from the books. LeBlanc is the last name of one of my favorite singers, Fred LeBlanc from Cowboy Mouth.
Oh, I thought you named it after Matt LeBlanc from Friends.
No. A little more niche.
No, I was just going to say, in my Hybrid of High Moon series, I have a lot of like minor things that are named after that are just pulled from like various famous werewolf movies.
Oh God, I did do a Lon Chaney one in Action Cadabra. Chaney Not a Wolf is the name of the werewolf character. I forgot about Chaney Not a Wolf.
Our friend Paladin Steve, he asks, what TV show would you like to see get a modern reboot?
That's so hard because some of them, like the magic of their era is gone, and I don't know that you can bring them back.
I know what I would like to see. I would like to see a modern, but a complete like Devil's Rejects horror reboot of the Munsters.
Ooh. Yeah, they tried to do one, I want to say Brian Fuller, the guy who did Pushing Daisies, did a reboot a few years back called Mockingbird Lane for the Munsters that was not great.
Did not see it.
It was a fun, like, one-off little episode thing. I mean, it had some good cast. It had Portia de Rossi, Jerry O'Connell, but it was like, yeah, there's a reason this didn't get picked up. That could be fun, though. I'd watch Munsters.
I would like to see a reboot of that, I think it was a NBC show a couple years back called Kings, which had Ian McShane and Chris Egan and a number of other people in it, and it was like a pseudo-modern alternate universe retelling of the Book of David from the Bible, and it was so fucking good. It only ran one season, but man, it was good. Only thing, get Ian McShane, though. Gotta get Ian McShane back for it.
And that's true of any Ian McShane project.
Yes.
Yeah, he just makes everything better.
I mean, even if like things that he's not in. Let's reboot Taxi, but maybe a little more Ian McShane.
I'd watch the fuck out of that.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean, yeah. He could have the Balky role. Wait, that's the wrong one. Not Balky.
Yeah.
Wait, that would be way better.
I disagree.
Cousin Larry.
Cocksucker Larry.
I mean, I'd watch it. I'd watch the shit out of it. Let's not. I always loved Get Smart, and so like a big part of me wants to say that, but the Get Smart movie was not great, so I kind of have shaken faith on that front.
Yeah, that's what you get with a reboot of something like that, because this is what I was going to go with. Is something just so old and bland that I want to, if I have to choose, I want to remake it just to stir some shit up. Like, I'm going to pick My Three Sons. Just fucking boring ass old sitcom. And what are you going to do in the modern day? You're going to, like, I don't know, one of them has to be
a pedophile drama.
Yeah, something like that. Or, one of them has to be gay, one of them has to be black, and then, like, it's just going to stir up a shitstorm between, it'll be beautiful.
I mean, with the right casting, I think you could do a lot of good modern revamping on Bewitched and still keep the classic. Bewitched you could totally do. That's got a premise, It's got something supernatural.
But like, yeah, my 3 cents. It's just fucking.
Yeah, I'm
nothing.
picking one that's good, Bob. We're doing
Yeah.
different.
Oh.
We're playing
Oh,
different.
I thought we were still having this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm
Now it's
trying
time
to
for
shit on a fire right now.
a gritty reboot of Andy Griffith.
Let's reboot
Yeah.
Newhart and see how great that Oh, wait.
That's already been done like 3 times. Yeah.
Yeah. I was also cycling through like just some of like the old stuff, and I'm like, nope, too problematic. Nope, too problematic. Nope, too problematic. It's like F Troop. No,
yeah.
can't do that.
See, I was doing the opposite. How can we make this more problematic?
I mean, Bob, F Troop is what you want then. That one is.
Yeah. It's like, coming this fall, Amos and Andy.
I don't necessarily want to watch it. I just want to watch it happen.
He just wants to watch Twitter about it.
I want to watch the world burn.
I was trying to think of something that new CG and special effects would really make the Incredible Hulk with new tech.
And actually, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Just fuck it. We have the money. I mean, that would be a big dick move on fucking Disney Plus's part if they brought back the Incredible Hulk as a TV series with Mark Ruffalo and their actual MCU budgets and stuff. It's like, yeah, fuck you. That's how much money we have. We have this fuck you money. We're playing the sad song at the end and everything. God, honestly, that would probably do huge.
Oh god, yeah, that would.
Yeah.
That'd be gold.
Well, Lou Ferrigno's still alive, right?
Yeah,
Oh, you know they'd bring him in.
you know he'd
No,
do it.
him as the Hulk.
He would still be pretty goddamn convincing. That dude is massive.
I mean, you'd almost have to use him as some sort of like pseudo early version of the Hulk. You know, do a little nod and work it in.
Yeah.
You guys are trying to make good things. I'm trying to stir shit up.
And we're making blockbuster cinema. All right. Well, I think that's probably good on the Discord front. So why don't we mosey on over to the Facebook, folks? Again, for those of you who have joined us after realizing the horrible prank that has been pulled, it is still true, total party knockout. But you know,
It was not a prank.
not a prank. Accurate statement. Joe, why don't you
right.
lead us into some questions?
Our friend Matthew says, now that Drew is building his secret volcanic island lair with hot and cold running booze, what extra amenities do you all want in your private quarters?
Who told him?
Masseuse.
Giant cavernous shower and a big-ass soaking tub?
Piranha-filled sex grotto.
Cold root beer on tap sounds nice.
Ginger beer on tap.
One of those massage recliners.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm a simple man.
Heated toilet seat.
I was just going to say a toilet in my garage.
Heated bidet.
I was just thinking that. I was like, Rick wants a heated bidet.
Of course, then you get your ass washed out with scalding water at some point because you misset the settings in the hot water tank.
Hey, you know, I've had worse Friday nights.
That's a wake-up call.
Butt scouring.
It's worrying that scalding is an option on the bidet.
Look, man, Taco Bell.
What's
Yeah,
the
this
steam
is the
clean
burn it
setting?
all down setting.
You're going to
Yeah.
burn one way or the other.
That's the morning after 3 Mile Island Wings and Milwaukee's Beast.
Why is this setting called Noah? Oh yeah, man, it's like the flood. God just wipes it all out and we start anew.
I could install a bucket in here.
I will say, Bob, having a toilet in my office now is very handy. The bucket idea might not be totally bad.
Now I never have to stop typing.
I mean, you could just pee in a water bottle like an Amazon employee.
Jesus.
Somebody's Kindle Unlimited numbers just went in the toilet.
All right, I want to move on to the next one. Let's see here. Our friend Rachel, to be a jerk here, says, favorite friend chicken part. I'm pretty sure she meant fried chicken.
I'm
She
not
said
sure about
friend
that at
chicken.
all.
What is your favorite friend chicken part?
Breast.
Leg all day.
Whichever one my friend's about to grab, and I'm going to grab it first.
I'm unreasonably excited about going to my game store tomorrow night because I drive past the gas station with the best chicken in the city. So I get to have really good fried chicken for dinner. Now it's 5 minutes from my house. I could go any time, but I don't.
It's a treat, by
Yeah.
God.
That would require going outside.
Which I do not do every day.
Hire someone to mow my fucking lawn because I don't go outside either.
Yeah, it's getting warm. My lawn guy's about to start showing up every couple of weeks.
Has everyone answered friend chicken?
Yeah, I think we've all knocked out the friend chicken.
All right, our friend Mark, fuck you, Mark, said, "What are you most looking forward to with A&D Con 2021?"
Telling you to fuck off.
And scene.
Well, we're consistent, if nothing else.
I mean, yeah, insulting our fans and friends in person.
Being in front of a crowd for the first time in a year is going to be wild.
I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the cast.
Yeah.
We, for the last few years, have gotten to get together once a year at various cons, and we didn't get to do that in 2020. So it'll be fun to see everybody in person
Yeah,
again.
because I haven't seen any
Yeah.
of you guys since Vegas.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to say a year, more like 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think it actually has
2
been, yeah.
years.
Really close, because it was November of 2019.
So yeah, we'll be right up on it by the time we get there.
Let's see here. Our friend Matt says, if your current genre didn't exist, what genre would you write instead, or what other genre have you debated dabbling in?
I mean, I feel like I'm in like 6 different genres already at this point.
Yeah.
If
Yeah, I
I
know.
want to write in it, I write in it.
Yeah, same here. If all my genres disappeared, I think that leaves me like sweet Amish romance or something.
I have thought it would be fun to write either a hard. So I don't have the research brain for hard sci-fi, but I respect the hell out of it. So the thought of writing something like that is intriguing.
I don't give enough of a shit to write hard sci-fi. You really have to care.
Yeah, you have to give a
care
damn,
a
and that's
lot.
another part I don't have the energy for. But like I said, I've always like respected it a lot. And I've thought that it would be fun at some point to attempt a romance or a murder mystery.
You can do both.
Yes, you can.
Thrillers. I mean, I'm writing one now. 2, actually. So, thrillers.
I still have a techno thriller I want to tackle later this year. So
Yeah, I've got a comedy thriller and then a thriller that once I get Harker 8 written. So, a book and a half from now, I can focus on those.
I haven't finished or released Hard Boiled Dick, so I'm going to say mystery, detective.
I do think it'd be fun to take a crack at romance. I just have never felt like I had the right story to kind of chase that path down.
I think I'd like to write a Hallmark movie.
That one I feel like you could just do. I mean, they have to basically just accept all comers at that place, right?
I'd think so.
No, they don't, and I wish. They have ridiculously strict submission guidelines.
Wait, that's the stuff that they're choosing? What are they turning away?
Anything that we would write, because anything with swear words.
it's a pedophile Christmas.
When I was finishing up Amazing Grace, I was looking at submitting it to bigger presses, and Hallmark was one of the presses I was looking at submitting to, because I thought basically a cozy Southern Gothic paranormal mystery would crush it in their demographic. But I wasn't willing to go through and take out all of the swear words, and that book gets an easy PG rating. Like, there are no fuck words in that book, and it still ain't clean enough for Hallmark.
Damn.
Yeah, just think what they'd do with fucking Squittins, dude.
Huh.
Oh, Lord.
Or Johnny Three Dicks.
I'm trying to think about anything that doesn't have cursing. 5 Minute Sherlock is the closest, but I don't think they would like what Sherman says more. He just uses fancy words to tell people to eat his asshole.
Yeah.
The closest I have is probably Midnight's Daughter. I mean, the curse words could easily be taken out of that, but it's kind of an anime adventure, which is not really Hallmark Channel.
Yet. Hallmark's about to go through some changes.
Yeah, I want to. If I ever become a billionaire, I want to buy out the Hallmark Channel and just completely change the demographic. You're coming this Christmas, the Porn Mark Channel.
No, don't warn people. That takes all the fun out of it. You got to just make that switch like one day at 8 a.m. People are firing up. Like, I'm gonna watch my cozy Christmas. Oh Lord, that's a candy cane, all right.
You just take away the H and it's the All Mark channel. It's just Mark 24/7.
Just dudes named Mark with huge dicks. It makes so much more money than Hallmark ever did.
Oh my god.
And we're back to Bob watching the world burn.
I think that's probably going to do us for this week on Authors and Dragons. You can follow us for more business advice, such as the Allmark channel. We will be back in 2 weeks with another game, assuming you have forgiven us for all of this. And we'll be there next week with a side quest. And we will be in Nashville, August 6th through 8th for Authors and Dragons Con. So, come see us, come listen, come hang out, etc., etc. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to those who created it, which is us, the people you just heard play the game. Opening and closing themes performed by the Gore Core 4.
Authors and Dragons! Authors and Dragons!
Squawk! Ow! Fuck!